Did you know succulents are some of the easiest plants to propagate? If you've ever wanted to make more of your favorite plants for yourself, or maybe as a gift for a friend, we're going to show you an easy way how. In this video, we'll show you the simplest and most effective way to propagate succulents, and go through the process of taking stem cuttings one step at a time. Succulents can be propagated in a number of ways, such as leaf, seed, or stem cuttings. While not always guaranteed, stem propagation is the most effective, successful, and fastest way to propagate. Leaf propagation is much slower and less likely to work, and seeds are more of an advanced and challenging method of propagation. And remember, all cacti and euphorbia are succulents. This method works for most succulent varieties like Echeveria, sedum, crassula, columnar cacti, and more. This is not effective for succulents that can only reproduce by seeds, like astrophytum, barrel-type cacti, or most mimicry plants, and plants that reproduce by offsets, like Haworthia and Sempervivum. Before you make your cut, it helps to understand a little about succulent anatomy. The most important part to look for when propagating is the node, the growth point on the stem where new roots, leaves, or branches can form. On cacti, these growth points are called areoles, the little fuzzy or spiny spots along the ribs. On leafy succulents like sedum or Echeveria, the nodes are found where each leaf attaches to the stem. Even if you remove the leaves, those junctions can still send out roots or new shoots. You'll need nodes on your cuttings for new growth. It's also good to leave some nodes behind on the mother plant if you'd like it to keep growing. Succulents are generous with growth points. Sometimes you can't even see the nodes clearly, but they're there, ready to sprout. That's why even a bare-looking stem can surprise you with new life. Now, let's go over the steps for taking stem cuttings for propagation. Step 1. Gather your things. You will need your plant or plants, a sharp cutting tool, 91% or greater isopropyl alcohol, well-draining soil, and gloves if necessary. Step 2. Clean your tools. Sterilize your sharp cutting tool with isopropyl alcohol to minimize the chance of introducing harmful bacteria to your plants. Step 3. Make the cut. Find a healthy section of your plant that is a few inches long and cut across the stem. As a tip, because stem cuttings aren't always guaranteed to work, it helps to take multiple cuttings of multiple stems to increase your chances of success. Step 4. Let it callus. It's important to give your cuttings 1 to 2 weeks to callus. This is like forming a scab when you get a cut on your skin. It helps protect the plant from moisture when planting. And the thicker the cutting, the more time it may need to scab over. Step 5. Plant the cutting. Take your calloused stem cuttings and plant them straight down into well-draining soil. As a little extra credit, different kinds of cuttings can be made into an arrangement as a fun and creative way to use your entire succulent garden. Place the pot in bright, indirect sunlight. Typically, roots will form in about 2 to 4 weeks. Water very lightly for the first few weeks, every couple of days. This can be a light spritz, and the only time we can water by misting. The roots are shallow and delicate, and we don't want the soil to stay too wet and increase the chance for rotting. After a couple of weeks, gradually increase the amount you water. As a note, plants may show stress while rooting, and that's normal. When the roots start to establish, the fullness and color of the plant will start to come back, as well as new growth. A light tug should also be a way to tell if a plant has successfully rooted. Here are some extra tips for propagating succulents through stem cuttings. The best season for propagation is during the plant's active growing seasons, which are usually in the spring and summer. Keep the plants you took cuttings from, as new growth can offset from the cut stems. It's a great way to make your succulents a bit shrubbier, and is a fun way to start sort of a succulent bonsai project. For some trailing types, like string of pearls, you can also lay the stem on top of the soil so that the leaves are facing up and the stem is coming into contact with the soil. Rooting hormone can be used for cuttings for faster root development. Just follow the instructions on the specific product. Be patient. Propagation is a practice in patience, and sometimes things won't always work out. Take this time to be lazy and leave your plants to do their thing, and by the time you remember to check on them, they'll most likely have formed roots. And that's it! Now you know how to propagate your succulents using stem cuttings, an easy, effective way to grow your collection or share your favorite plants with others. Just remember to use clean tools, let your cuttings callus, and be patient. Not all of your propagations are going to be a success, but the nice thing is you get to practice, refine, and figure out what works best for you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out our other tutorials for more lazy, low-maintenance plant tips.